Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back. Tonight, it's just the twosome. It is me and your boy, Tony Forge. But we are here for another episode of the Piledriver. We got a few things to talk about tonight, but that's neither here nor there. The big story of tonight that we are going to get into is our guest of the evening. He will be joining us about 8:45, 9 o'clock in that area sometime. We will be joined by the Godfather of MEGA, killer, Chris Kole.
Hell yeah, man. I'm excited for that.
I mean, I'm kind of excited as well. I got to see Chris Kole. I've just recently met Chris, in the past couple months. But just the man is a wealth of knowledge. He's been in this business for umpteen years. Just certified, again, trained some of your favorite wrestlers, okay?
Right, right.
The man's got some skills, and we'll get into it about him. He's got a big match coming up on December 14th at Night of Champions. And we're sure going to hear his thoughts and what he's got into that. But I want to talk about a little bit. First of all, Tony, how are you, man? How are you doing?
Not bad, man. Not bad.
How was your Thanksgiving?
Actually really good. We had a nice chill Thursday with the fam, did turmoil that night. A little bit of a shorter episode, get in and out for the.
Hey, it was fun. It was fun, little turkey turmoil.
Right, dude. I liked it. Got the Christmas decorations up today. Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we haven't done that. There are some Christmas lights on the house, but they put the tree up. The kids put the tree up. We put some ornaments and stuff, so that was cool. Getting in the Christmas spirit.
Yeah.
Black Friday shopping. We know our associate Vince went to AIW. I can't remember, the Hell on Earth, I believe it was called. Donovan Dijak was there along with Tully Blanchard. Vince said the show was mid. He said the show was mid. I'm going to leave it at that. We'll let Vince talk about it when he comes back if he wants to, but he said the show was mid. Wednesday, I got to jump in a car and sit shotgun with my boy Chris Onyx. Chelsea sat in the back seat. We all rode down to RSW in West Virginia, Clarksburg, West Virginia, for the Yam Slam. First of all, great name. I'm going to say it every time.
Such a good name.
Such a good name. So it was at the Harrison County Parks and Rec Center, man, and it was really, really cool. Like, the venue was really cool, Tony. Like, it was when we first walked in, we were up top on the second level. Like, there was a downstairs, like a lower level that you couldn't get from the parking area. But like, it dropped down and there was all glass in front of it so you could see outside. And obviously it was dark, so you really couldn't see much. But it's still the aesthetic of the building was really cool. Exactly. The crowd was hot. They definitely love them some RSW down there, and it's weird because seeing RSW, which last time RSW put on in Parma, they packed that house, and normally, like I said, that was the best. Me and Vince even said that was the best we've seen it. So kudos to RSW for filling it up. But West Virginia was a different animal. That's where the RSW originates. That's where they lay their head at, and they were ready down there. I mean, it was a lot of fun. Concessions were good. I had hot dogs. They had chili dogs. And these guys, these southern gentlemen down here in West Virginia would not let me pay for them, Tony. They would not let me pay
for real?
Not at all. They were like, "You're working the show." No. And then I was like, "Come on." He was like, "No, you're good." And I was like, "All right, fantastic." Got to hang out with Shane Douglas in the back. That was kind of cool. He had himself a little Survivor Series style matchup, which his team did end up winning after some crazy shenanigans from some masked assailants. Seemed like they cut the power off and came in and they beat up Rucker, and I think it was Air Duzen, and they just beat him up. I don't know. So Team Shane Douglas, Team Franchise, victorious over Team RSW. We got to see some of our boys that we were really familiar with. Obviously, Chris Onyx going one-on-one with the good one, Pastor CeeLo. Onyx trying to make a statement here in RSW. Got an upcoming match against King Brasa in January. And
excited for that. That's going to be
statement was made as he kind of destroyed Pastor CeeLo in West Virginia, and put himself on notice, I guess, so to speak. Told RSW, pay attention. I'm doing things. So, and that was a good match. What other match do we have? Chelsea and Colby Max. Colby Max ended up pulling out the victory there.
That's a big win for Colby, I think.
Big win for Colby.
Yeah.
Big win for Colby. She comes out. I don't know, man. They don't like her. They don't like her in West Virginia, but she, obviously super evil. The whole gimmick, she's killing it.
Yeah, right.
What really surprised me, and I can't say that it surprised me, obviously, because they've been going down there for a long time. The Golden Boys are over. Like, over. Pop was phenomenal.
I like some Golden Boys, man. They're good. They are good.
The pop was phenomenal, bro. I was like, holy shit!
Like to hear it, man.
These guys are going nuts, and yeah, it was they ended up winning their match against Misery Inc., retaining their tag team championships. All in all, it was a pretty good show. I worked the show, so not being able to watch the whole show, I don't feel like I can give the show itself an honest review. Crowd, venue, everything else, though, food, Southern gentlemen, old guys behind the concession stand, solid 4.5 out of 5 Piledrivers for everything else. Good. The matches I refed were good. Nothing really shitty happened, nothing crazy.
Right. Crowd was,
but yeah, crowd was good. The smoke, the lights. Uncle Phil Stamper was at commentary with Big Steve, so that was cool. It was it was a really good show, man.
How far of a drive down there was it?
I think it was like 3.5 hours. It wasn't too bad. Yeah, it wasn't too bad though. We got down there pretty quick. We had a couple snafus that tried to catch us up and ruin our trip, but we weren't allowing that to happen. We pulled in. The show started at 7. We pulled in at 6:54.
Oh damn!
Yeah, we had a couple things. Look, there it is. Tony, you need to make the next one December 21st. He's trying to get me to come down too. I told him Ashton's booked. There's a couple Ohioans booked.
Okay. So that's
maybe we can pile up in a car. Yeah, that's right there before Christmas. Since before Parma, it's their Krampus Mania, I believe, is the name of the show.
Mania. All right. Okay.
I'm looking now. Yeah, Krampus Mania. What is that? That's 4. Krampus Mania 4. I had to. It was in the It's in the Roman numerals. I had to.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So is Onyx. So Onyx and Ashton.
Yeah.
And you might as well book the Piledriver referee too if you want to book me. I'm just saying. I am available. So
just throwing it out there.
It out there. But yeah, Krampus Mania, and CeeLo said something about coming. Well, now that's too many. We got trying to cram us in a car. We'll try to get Tony out for sure. But yeah, Krampus Mania is at December 21st. I believe it's at the same place, Harrison County Parks and Rec. Great show. It's a free event. So it's free. Cool. It's free to come to. It is paid for by Harrison County Parks and Rec. I'm getting messages right now from Amanda saying that Zoe has her first softball game that day.
Oh no!
Sorry. So unfortunately, if that is the case, I will be attending my child's softball game. Sorry, Tim.
Maybe me and Vince will make it down. We'll see.
Yeah, there you go. Well, they'll do something. We'll try to get some of the Piledriver boys down there. But yeah, kids come first. Sorry. I know that we have a big show coming up. This, like I said, Night of Champions is coming up. We've seen some matches added to the card, Tony, and I want to talk to you about this new baddies match that has been added and how you feel about these newcomers to Mega.
I was gonna say, which one are you looking at? Because
Ray Larson versus Rory Shields.
Yeah, man, I haven't really I saw a little bit of, I think, Rory Shield, just kind of looking her up, getting some info. I haven't seen much of them like in action yet, though.
Yes, same. Same with the other match as well. Pepper Pride versus Pegasus.
I saw her promo.
I've seen Pepper's promo, and I've also seen Pepper in a managerial role at EFW.
Okay.
Zoe's game's at 10 a.m. Hold on.
Wait a minute.
We might be able to do both.
We might be able to do both. Is that a Friday?
It's a Saturday. It's a Saturday.
Oh.
It's
as long as I've got to work.
Oh, I'm still in November. Hold on.
Oh no, I wouldn't have to work that day. Yeah, get that off of there. Don't get.
It's a Saturday.
We'll yell at you.
December 21st is a Saturday. So Zoe's got a game at 10 a.m. And then if the show starts at 7, it takes 3.5 hours to get there from our area, I guess.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like from our area, Tony. Like we were at Chris. We met Chris at Parm at his barbershop. So
okay, yeah. So it's a little. I gotta get there. And then,
I mean, if you were able to get here, like you could get to my house, or and we could drive. You can park the car, and we can ride to Chris's together, or work something out. We can figure something out. We can
train it. Yeah.
Games at 10 a.m. I believe it might be a doubleheader, but the games are only like 90 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe 75 minutes, something like that. They're not like all day games. Especially if we start blowing these teams out. So Pepper Pride and Pegasus, I'm really excited.
Yes.
It was announced, we heard it on Turkey Turmoil, that there was, the Crown Prince Memorial Battle Royal, and the winner would be
that was news to me.
The winner was going to be getting a Brass Knuckles Championship match afterwards against Brazi Suave. It has now been announced that Brazi Suave will be entering the Crown Prince Memorial Battle Royal and putting his title on the line against everyone.
Significantly harder.
Significantly harder. Oh, no, dude, it's a single. It's a single game at Cleveland State University. Boom.
All the time in the world.
Yeah, we're golden. Anyways, yeah. So Brazi Suave now has a giant task ahead of him at Night of Champions. Defended against, I don't know. Tommy said, the BBC said on Turmoil, hundreds of people are lined up. Hundreds of people. At least 10 to 15 other men in this battle royal. Could upwards of 20. Anybody can walk out with this brass stuff this time.
Well, and I remember there was a time when our the owner, Brandon Xavier, put on, like, there was other people with titles in the match, and it's like, oh, if they get eliminated, whoever eliminates them is the champion. Like, there's crazy stuff that he could just be like, yeah, let's add this stipulation to the battle royal.
It could be a stipulation thrown in, where, let's say, Vito, whoever eliminates Brazi Suave, is now the Brass Knuckles champion.
Right.
It seems automatically. Right now, it seems as if just the winner of the whole thing will be the new Brass Knuckles champion, or if somehow Brazi can maintain, he will, retain that title.
I have faith in Brazi. Like, it's a heart head kind of situation, man.
Yeah. I just got a text message. She didn't want to put it in the chat because she lied. She said, I lied. I said, there's a doubleheader. It's a doubleheader. I knew it was a doubleheader. 10 and then 11.
She just put it in the chat.
10 and then 11:30. 10 and 11:30, but still 11:30. That means the game will be over by 1. So that means I got time to get back home. And we might be cutting it a little close like last time. That's fine. But if I'm meeting Chris at where I met him and we do the same thing we did last time, we just had to drive separate to the game. That's fine. We can do that. We can make it happen. We'll figure something out, Tim. We'll figure something out. Promise. But no, I can't wait. everything that's been going down at RSW has just been lots and lots of good things. But then, like I said, Mega Championship Wrestling with this big event coming. You got tons of big matches. Dios versus Colt. We have a loser leaves Mega match where if the Bull Rope Bully Mike Michaels loses, he leaves. If Super Oprah loses, the Professor has to leave. And then we get TikTaco versus Pastor CeeLo, the viral visionary, and his new wrath, I guess you could just call it.
What a change these two have been through.
And then obviously we've talked about it. We're going to get more in depth with these matches as the show gets closer. But the fatal 4-way match for the tag team championships, the Damies, Alloway and Ashton Day, and Chris Onyx and Butchie B taking on Cash Inc. in a TLC fatal 4-way. So this is going to be wild. Get your tickets. Last I heard, and Santa's going to be there. Damn right he is.
Santa's going to be there.
I know him.
Great.
So Santa's coming in hot for Mega Championship Wrestling. It's going to be a good show. Get your tickets. December 14th. You can Mega Championship Wrestling on Facebook. Any of that, you can get your tickets and make sure, just make sure you're in the building. You won't want to miss this show.
Oh, we got new merch dropping too.
I did see that. There was a sweet new commercial and everything. Did you see that commercial? New hats. I mean, I got one of the hats. There's
Yeah, I don't have anything yet. I gotta get that.
There's hoodies though. There's hoodies and there's t-shirts for Night of Champions. Special. I assume there'll only be so many. It'll probably be a limited run, on the t-shirts for Night of Champions. So that's pretty cool. Get a piece of history. Night of Champions. I'm not sure. Is there a number on this one? Is it just Night of Champions? 26.
Wait, hold on. You want to do this real quick? Hold on.
What you got? What you got?
You want me to? I'll play the commercial. You want me to play the commercial?
Oh, fuck yeah!
Just give me 1 sec here. Hold on.
Load it in while we are waiting for our guests to arrive.
It's on the other computer, but I can do that.
Oh, you can pre-order via PayPal. I know that.
Yeah, it's you pre-order via PayPal, megachampionshiprwrestling@gmail.com.
Hats, I believe, are $20. Shirts are $25, and hoodies are $40.
But we got our boy Vince doing the voiceover and everything.
While Tony's loading this up, we're waiting for our guest, Chris Kole, to come in tonight. Just like I said, get these tickets, get over. I know we have a couple general admission tickets still available. I have some general admission tickets available. You can get in contact with any one of us from the Piledriver podcast. You can get in touch with myself, Tony, Vince, Mega Championship Wrestling. Bam! Here's our commercial.
There it is.
We're going to go ahead and rock this out.
Heads up, Mega Mafia! Mega Championship Wrestling has new merch on the way. Get your new gear or that Christmas gift for the wrestling fan in your life. Pre-order with PayPal at megachampionshipwrestling@gmail.com.
Yeah, there it is. So make sure you get over and get your Mega Championship Wrestling merch. We will have some available in hand at Night of Champions. But now, ladies and gentlemen, we are joined by the Godfather of MEGA, Killer Chris Kole. I like. He's a ruggedly handsome super handsome fella. Good evening. Hold on. Can't hear him.
Don't have audio yet. He's working on it. Nope.
I can read your lips.
He can hear us probably, right? Yeah,
You
see.
can hear us. All right, technical difficulties. It happens. It happens.
Gotta be a microphone.
I'll say everything on mine says that he's good to go. Like, you know, like, I don't know.
How does it load up? It's like a Zoom call?
I think so. I sent him the link same way I sent it to you. So I don't, you know.
Oh. Huh.
Why is Alexa talking to me right now? Trying to get stuff. Oh, hold on. That's all right. He said he had the same problem. Chris is working on it.
Oh, got it. What
Jose Rosario, that is my cousin boy. That's my cousin Joey. I ain't talked to him in a while. Good to see you, Joey. All right, we lost Chris. He's gonna work on it. He's coming back.
Yep,
he's coming back, and that's fine. Yeah, that's my cousin Joey in there. What's going on, brother? Good to see you. He said, out here look like you're living your best life at like a festival or something. That profile picture, looking good. Love you too, man. You have to come out and check out a show. Come out to the college. It's fun. One time, Uncle Andy just showed up. My uncle showed up to the show with somebody, so that was real funny.
Randomly popped in.
Right. I might have to send Chris a link again. I don't know if it'll.
It might be a setting on his microphone setting on his computer when he logs into the. He's got to change which microphone it wants to grab.
Oh yeah. I know he had said something about yes, Joey. It's an LC3. We have one on December 14th, Night of Champions. Doors open at 4 o'clock, I believe. Does it say on the ticket? Yep, doors at 4, bells at 5. Come watch your young cousin referee some championship matches. I'm so excited to ref this DLC match. Every title we got's on the line except for the Infinity Championship.
There's 10 matches. And right, but only because Shogun's in the main event or in the mega title match.
Yep. Plus the Battle Royal. I mean.
Yeah. It's going to be a hell of a show.
Oh, see, I be forgetting about these matches like Christian and Alex. Woo!
Yeah, man. Okay. It's they got Christian and Alex, Taco CeeLo. Yeah, okay, that was just the one. It was Christian Daniels and Christian Alex Daniels match.
And then don't forget the first match that was announced for Night of Champions. The queen of all things, Sebastian, going 1-on-1 against Storm Garcon.
I don't have that on my list. There's 11 matches. I missed that.
So I got Storm and Sebastian, Alex and Chris. Oh, hold on. Chris is back.
Did we get it this time?
Hey! Got it. There we go.
I'm old, and I have problems with technology and whatnot.
Hey, you figured it out. Did you have to call the kid in there or something?
No, man, I did this one all on my own. I didn't even have to call the in-house tech support.
Yes. All right. How are you, sir?
I'm pretty good. A little sleepy. How are you?
Pretty good. Hope your Thanksgiving and everything was great.
Man, let me tell you, here's the shame is Thanksgiving is my absolute favorite holiday because I love turkey and butt stuffing and gravy.
Me too.
And
I love the butt stuffing.
Yeah, and I was not allowed to have any of that this year because I'm in training. So
damn.
So I just had to look sadly while everybody, got their 4th and 5th plates of turkey and mashed potatoes, and I just kind of silently wept into my chicken and brown rice or whatever.
That's okay. You are in training. You have a big match coming up December 14th with a former student.
Yeah, I've known Lou Gotti for a long time, 20 plus years, 22 years, I think. And you know, I met him. He was like just breaking into the business, and you know, I saw some talent in him, some things that I liked. He was a good kid, respectful, and eager to learn. And he turned out to be a fantastic pro wrestler. Went on to move to Texas and started, you know, DFW, and started his training school, which is one of the better training schools in the Southwest. But you know, he said some things that I didn't like, and kind of pissed me off enough that I decided now was the time to come back and take care of that. You know, that was one of the main reasons for me deciding to come back after, you know, 12 or 13 years or whatever.
So that was going to be my next question: was how long were you away? So
right.
13 years. I mean, in his video, he said that he is, you know, you're the one person he's never been able to defeat. You're the one person he's never been able to overcome. You taught him, you know, almost everything he knows, but he's saying it's time for him to come back and just finally get that dub over you. That'll solidify his career. I think that he thinks that'll solidify.
Right.
Yeah, it's I don't really follow that thought process out of him. I mean, like, I don't know what his deal is all of a sudden, you know, like we haven't seen each other in a ring in probably 15 years. So I don't know, you know, maybe a little less, but I don't know like where this is coming from. But like, I've never disrespected that man, and he's sure not going to disrespect me.
No, 100%. I think the thought process, and if I had to guess, would be, you know, like he said in his video, he's never been able to beat you. And yes, he moved down to Dallas. He moved down and he started this successful wrestling school. And, you know, again, I don't know the numbers. I'm going off his video. He said he's got 80 people a week, 80 trainees a week coming to train because he's the best in the world. But he's still holding on to that chip that he's never been able to beat Chris Kole.
Right.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, like I said, I don't. You know, I haven't really sat down and talked to him, so I don't really know what he's on about. But you know, if he's listen, I got a lot of respect for that guy, but you know, if he's looking for a fight, he's gonna find one. He picked the right guy.
I mean, we have seen your return to the ring the past couple weeks on Turmoil. I believe you will have a match this week, Thursday, against Tessen Gates, one of the, you know, more up-and-coming stars as of late. Tessen's been on the rise. I mean, how are you feeling going into that this week, knowing that you got Lou Gotti in a couple weeks?
Yeah, I mean, I can't look past Tessen Gates. That boy's good, but you know, I'm a big fan of Sebastian LaShawn, and I don't like Tessen's new attitude. And I think, you know, I think kind of one of my roles this time around in the locker room is a little bit of an enforcer. And when somebody steps out of line, it's going to kind of fall on me to maybe put them back in line. So, you know, Granddad's just going to have to come back, and I'm going to have to put Tessen over my knee and give him a little spanking, and hopefully set him back on the right path.
No, and I mean, we do. I have a clip that we're going to show in case people missed it. You know, and we did have somebody step out of line last week. Not the week before, we had somebody step out of line. Young boy by the name of Vito Mozzerell, and Chris Kole had to teach him a little lesson. We got some clips of that we're going to play. But in the chat, I have Kano, Lou Gotti and Kano versus Brandon Xavier and Chris Kole. I don't know, Kano. I don't know if you want that smoke. I don't know if you want that smoke. But yeah, so a couple of weeks ago we had this. Chris Kole showed up back to the ring, was called out by the young Vito Mozzerell.
There he goes. Oh!
I had the fortunate task of reffing this match, as you can see, and
we tried to warn you.
It's it's hard.
It hurts me.
It hurts.
And then there was the one. I'm gonna skip forward a little bit here.
Oh God.
Well, it was nice
breaking down the string cheese.
Actually, it really wasn't.
If you were smart, stay down.
It's the one spot right here.
Right, leave.
Oh my God.
Right there. There it is. That's the spot we wanted. I think you put it best on your caption when you posted the clip. If you've never heard somebody's soul leaving their body, that's what it sounds like. Putting Vito Mozzerell in his place obviously had to have felt good.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, these kids got to learn to leave me alone, man. Like that. I'm in my front porch era right now, and I just want to be left alone to to live my life or whatever. These guys keep calling me out, and hopefully, kudos to Vito there, because he had some balls, and he called me out, and he didn't back down, and he smacked the shit out of me a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he sure did. I don't know if it was worth it for him in the end. Like, I think hopefully he's gotten the feeling in his toes back.
I hope so. We will see. He was at Turkey Turmoil. He did, he was in a little tag team action. So we'll see.
Yeah, that's what was that noise? Like, how do you make that noise?
It was the weirdest, like from the bottom of his belly to like.
Oh,
and
man.
Good for him, though.
Yeah, good for him. I mean, that's what happens when you call out people. Vito's been on, his own kind of whatever he's doing,
on
calling out anybody
Yeah.
and everybody, and maybe one day he'll get a win. So we'll see.
Yeah, not likely. I don't think.
Not anytime soon when he runs that mouth, but
he's picking fights with all the wrong people, I think.
No, I'll agree with you there.
He needs to go to the local daycare and pick some fights with some toddlers, and I give him like a 50-50 shot at best.
Now you've been in this business for how many years? Give me a number. I know you said you've known Lou for 22 years, but you were in the business before that.
Yeah, I broke in and started training in 1998, and I was 16, and I made my debut in 2000. I was 18 years old when I made that debut, and
awesome. So 24 years. They're going on 25.
Yeah, we'll just call it 14. We'll just go 98 to 2012 or whatever, because I can't count the time that I was that I was on vacation or whatever I've been doing.
But still, you walked back in, and I'll never forget the first day that you came back into the building, because everybody's Brandon's. Does anybody know who this is? Does anybody know who this is? And at this time, I had been running Roman camera. And I knew you looked familiar, but I couldn't place it. I never met you, but you're sure as shit on the wall. And I walk by your picture every time I walk by in the gym, and I'm like, holy shit! Like, and then the next day you came, and everybody came. All the kids that you had trained showed up, and it was just the training facility was overblown with, in my opinion, because again, I've only been in this independent wrestling scene for like 4 or 5 years tops. Superstars like you, PME, Derek Dillinger, Ricky Shane Page, like these are all superstars to me, and those are kids you trained. Yeah, that's epic in my opinion. So, like I said at the beginning of the show, you trained our favorite wrestler's favorite wrestler.
Yeah, Yeah, and that's a super cool legacy to have. My as I get a little bit older and like a little bit softer hearted, my focus is turned away from myself into kind of like leaving things better than I found them. And I think that coming back, I think I have a good opportunity to do that. There's like a veteran presence that's missing in a lot of locker rooms that I see, and I'm happy to come back and help out. It's if these kids would stop saying my name, there's a lot they could learn. But I mean, I'm going to teach them one way or the other. We can do.
And that's where I was going to go. I used to play basketball right after school. By the school on the courts outside, and you got beat by the big kids all the time. That's how it gets. That's how you get better. So whether he listens and pays attention or he gets his ass beat in the ring, he's gonna get better eventually. He's gonna learn a couple things.
Yeah.
Just the method of how he wants to learn them. That's up to him.
Yeah, and I think it's super cool to come in and so many years later and see all my grand trainees working hard, and now they're starting to get out on the road and make names for themselves. So that's super dope to me. I like that a lot. And but listen, make no mistake, I was the third ever mega champion. I was the youngest mega champion at 18 years old. I was the first 2-time mega champion. I was the first 3-time mega champion. I'm here to be the first 4th-time mega champion. So, like all the talk with Tessen Gates and Lou Gotti, that's fine. Like I'm pumped for that. But the reason I'm back is just to show everybody why I'm the best. My kids never got to see me like that, and they're gonna see their dad win a title before it's all over with.
Hell yeah, I respect that fully. Tony got some pictures he added here. Let's go through some of these pictures. So look at this stud right here.
Yeah, oh, what a handsome boy! Some territory color there.
Oh, everyone has blood. I was like,
oh yeah, they're all It's the Operation Ivy shirt for me right there, buddy.
You're welcome. Yeah, it was game night. That was the night I won my 2nd mega title in a cage match. And game night there, obviously concussed.
Little bit.
Yeah, that's an old one. That gash on my head was I just still have that scar to this day. That was a bad one. I think I almost bled out in a bar bathroom after that one happened. This was like the next day. And the day after, and I remember the promoter telling me, like, I don't want you bleeding in the ring, Kole. And I was like, good luck. Because it was still at that point, like, it was still basically it was
fresh, yeah.
Yeah, it was only being held together with like hopes and dreams or whatever, like, yeah.
Those are the best. There you go.
That was that was the same night my 2nd mega title.
Is that the mega title?
That was the original, yeah.
Oh, really?
Kind of remnants of the WCW United States belt?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
The search is on for that belt, by the way. Nobody seems to know where it is.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's kind of like lost to history.
These are legends right here. So Gangrel's come back recently within the past like 4 years. I have a picture like this with Gangrel when he came back to Mega. Because I was fucking Gangrel. Like, I was pumped. But to have Big Vis in the back, that's a good picture, dude.
Yeah, that was my first overseas tour in 2004. That was South Korea. We did like 10 days in South Korea, and then we went to Guam. But that was Gangrel was awesome, like one of the nicest dudes ever. And I brought this picture to him when Gangrel was at Mega. and I had him sign it for me, and he took a picture with my son, 20 years later, and he remembered the tour, which I thought was super dope. Like he was, like we were talking about, that tour,
Like
which is funny.
Yeah, like that's cool.
That's cool.
Dude.
That's so cool.
And Norman Smiley was also on that tour.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, Norman Smiley and Big Con was on that tour.
Who's big? I'm not familiar.
Big Con, he was Connor in WWE, the Ascension.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, this is another bloody, and then obviously the most recent Chris Kole, December 14th, 1v1 with Lou Gotti.
Man, what happened to my nose over the years? Good gravy. Watching too many kicks and punches with my face, I guess.
Couple chair shots, couple legs, So tell us a little bit more about your time overseas. You said you said South Korea, Guam. How many countries have you wrestled in?
South Korea and Guam.
I know we got the cool jacket. I know you got the sweet jacket.
Yeah, you got
Yeah. Japan. And I did Canada, Mexico, and then Bosnia, Kosovo, Germany, and Austria.
That's freaking awesome, man.
My last bucket list is to try to get England. That's my number one goal this time around. Is I'm going to try to get over to England.
Okay.
And then,
I mean, we just had the boys come over from England.
Yeah.
We just had the Lycos boys.
Yeah, I'm gonna be calling in some favors and doing some begging probably, but sometimes that's what you got to do to get what you want, right?
Hey, I mean, if it gets you there, if it ticks that bucket list for you, man, I'm all for it, dude.
You okay there? Okay, all right.
A little coughing. I'm okay.
Yeah, all right.
So, I mean, what going into Lou Gotti? Have you been watching tape? Have you stayed up to date with Lou Gotti? What he's doing down there, or you're kind of just you don't really give a shit. You're
man. Like, well, when I left, I left. I don't know what I'm walking into, to tell you the truth. But on the same side of that, like Lou doesn't know what he's walking into either. It's I know he's good. He's real good. And like I don't want to be that guy, but I know I'm better. Like as good as he is, there's a reason he's never pinned me. I mean, he's just not good enough. He's good. He's real good. It's just not good enough. So whatever, I'm ready for whatever he brings. I'm ready for it. And hey, I hope he's ready because it's going to be. I'm bringing fists, elbows, knees, feet, headbutts, whatever. Like I'm gonna put limbs all over that man until he can't get up anymore, or he decides to call it a night. That's the only way this ends. It has to end this way.
No, I agree with you. This one's gonna be a down and dirty one. What was that?
Whoa, you got it.
That was weird. No, this one's gonna be a down and dirty fight for real. This one's gonna be a grudge match all the way to the end. I can't wait. And like I said, this Thursday you will be going one-on-one with Tessen Gates, who has a giant chip on his shoulder and is trying to make a name for himself since leaving Madam President.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't know what's going on with these guys these days. But like I did the post turmoil interview, and he decided that was the time. I guess he was, he was ready to make a name for himself, I guess, off me. And I don't. That's not going to happen either.
I mean, and look, I think that's the main thing. These young wrestlers, they see you come back, and they see the way that other wrestlers, their favorite wrestlers, they dote on you, and they're like, it's the big guy in the yard mentality. You take down the big guy. So yeah, that's the main goal.
Yeah, that's exactly, I think, what it is. The young lions always got to challenge the old lion for for control of the pride, right? And I think that's what's happening here. But I'd expect it to settle down sooner rather than later after I make a couple examples. Tessen making that challenge immediately after seeing what I did to Vito. Good on him. Like I'm more than willing to scrap with these kids.
And no, it definitely takes, like you said, especially after what you had just done to Vito, to step up and challenge you.
But right. Again, Tessen's no Vito. Tessen's, more like what you're going to be fighting on December 14th for sure.
Yeah. I've trained with Tessen quite a bit. And like I said, he's good. But, there was a reason they called me the blue chipper. And just like there's a reason they call me killer. And I haven't forgotten any of that. Like, I remember it. And, I try not to be that guy, but he's still in here. He's still here. He hasn't gone away.
The beast sleeps. The beast sleeps.
Yeah. The beast now just, takes his kid to hockey practice and goes to, father-daughter dances. He's in there.
Exactly.
Still in there. And it's just it's time. It's just time. It's time for me to come back and prove it. And I want to win that mega title again. And whoever it's got to be against, I want it. Like it's something that I need.
That was one of my questions for sure. Was if you're looking for gold, tag gold, singles gold. Yeah.
It's also about kind of proving to myself that I can still do it. Because I think I can. I firmly believe that I can. But, whether or not I can do it, I think I can. And I'm sure going to give it my best effort. And I think at the end, I'm going to be happy with the results. If I go down, I'm going to go down swinging anyway. It doesn't matter. But yeah, the first 4-time mega champion, that's where I'm looking right now. That's the goal. Because it's just, it's the scene has changed a lot since I held my last mega title. And it's I kind of want to show that maybe I still know a thing or two. I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna earn these guys respect, whether it's willingly or grudgingly. Like they're gonna put some respect on my name. They're gonna put some respect on the name of Cleveland Independent Wrestling, and that's the plan. That's the plan.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Can't say it any better. I mean, I'm all for that. I'm all for the Cleveland independent scene. I firmly believe that we're the best in the world. That's how we rock. So you want to wrestle, you come to Cleveland. That's because we're doing it up here. So we will leave it at that. Kole, thank you so much for joining us. I definitely appreciate you taking some time and hanging out with us. Can't wait to see you on Thursday, one-on-one with Tessen Gates. And then December 14th, we will be at Lorain County Community College for Night of Champions 26, where you will be going one-on-one with Lou Gotti.
Yeah. Everybody come on, make it out to Night of Champions. I'd love to see you there. I'd love to chit-chat with some of the fans I haven't seen in years. I know some of you are still going. And, I promise you, when you see my name on that poster, it's going to be a banger. And I'll make sure you get your money's worth. And so will the rest of the Mega crew. So come on out, say hi, and enjoy.
100%. Tickets are still available on megachampionshipwrestling.yapcity.com. You can message us here at the Piledriver Podcast. We also have general admission tickets available. Thank you all so much for joining us. Make sure you tune into Turmoil on Thursday night, where Mega Championship Wrestling is live on Twitch, Twitter or TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook. Not X. We're not X yet.
Not Twitter.
Twitch.
Not Twitter.
Twitch, TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook. 4 places to catch Mega Championship Wrestling live every single week on Thursday nights.
You know what the best place to catch Mega Wrestling live is, right? Live and in person. So, be sure you tune in on Facebook and YouTube and all that to Turmoil, but make sure you get your tickets and you show up in the building.
Right. We want to
pack LC3 for Night of Champions. So, like I said, general admission tickets are still available. Last I talked to Brandon, I believe there was only 4 to 5 front row tickets, maybe, if that. So, general admission tickets are available. Get them while you can, and we will see you all on December 14th. Later.
Night.